What could a skin disease, a financial crime, and a jealous husband possibly have in common? In the ancient world, they were massive threats to social order. Today, we are diving into a 3,000-year-old legal code from the Book of Numbers to see exactly how one society fought to protect its core identity. The key to this system is a single powerful belief. God was literally living right there in the camp. Any kind of impurity was a contaminant that could poison the community's connection with the divine. A toxic element is never just an individual issue. It inherently threatens the health of the entire operational environment and damages collective culture. Maintaining purity was the first line of defense. If an ancient Hebrew man or woman had a skin disease or touched a dead body, they were temporarily separated from the camp. The focus was managing the condition, not permanently judging the person. Sidelining a team member during a crisis isn't punitive. It is a temporary boundary to preserve the community until they recover. But what about when one person wronged another directly? That brings us to the law of restitution. The path back to good standing required 4 steps: confess the wrong, pay the victim in full, add a penalty, and offer a public sacrifice. Fixing a broken relationship requires much more than a private apology. It requires structural costs to genuinely rebuild trust. The penalty was fixed at 20%, added on top of the original debt. You had to pay for the trouble you caused, making the victim more than whole. When you damage a stakeholder's trust, merely replacing what was lost is rarely enough. You must intentionally over-deliver to compensate for the friction and anxiety your actions created. The system included a backup plan. If the wronged person died and left no family, the debt didn't vanish. The payment was made to the priest, the community's highest authority. This ensures unresolved systemic debt cannot evaporate. If the original stakeholder is gone, accountability must still be paid to the organization itself to keep the communal ledger balanced. Now we reach the most dramatic law: a husband consumed by jealousy with zero proof of infidelity. In a tight-knit community, an unproven accusation could destroy a family and create generational bitterness. Unverifiable suspicions will rot a team from the inside out. Leaders must find a way to force a definitive resolution to end toxic ambiguity before it destroys morale. The answer was a trial by divine ordeal. The priest mixed holy water with tabernacle dust. The woman took an oath of innocence. The priest washed written curses into the drink, and she drank it. Crucially, she actively consented. When human evidence fails, submitting to an objective, mutually agreed-upon audit is sometimes the only way to force hidden truth to the surface. The outcome was believed to be a direct verdict from God. If innocent, she was fine. If guilty, she suffered a curse. The legal genius was finality. The ritual cleared the husband and ended the suspicion permanently. The ultimate goal of an intense conflict resolution process isn't punishment. It is providing absolute finality so the community can finally move forward together. These ancient laws show a society wrestling with maintaining order and justice. This leaves us with 2 important questions today. How do you practically force a definitive resolution when toxic suspicion and unprovable accusations begin to divide your own team? And when someone breaks the fabric of trust, what is the 20% penalty required to make the injured party truly whole again? Take a moment, breathe, and let them sink in.